Well, Bud, we're an SBA partner program around the state, and there's counterparts around the country who exist to serve and support small businesses of all types.
Debt is typically bank financing or a bank-like institution. And equity is typically something like an angel investor or a venture capitalist. So how do you decide what to do with that?
Well, venture capitalists in particular have pretty limited interests when it comes to new businesses. Most of them have a particular industry or field that they want to invest in, typically where they have some expertise.
Right.
Sometimes there'll be multiple fields depending on the size of the firm. But the ones who do biotech aren't going to do software, and the ones who do software aren't going to do alternative energy, with occasional exceptions. And what they're really looking for is the potential for very high growth rates. They're looking for home runs, and they have enough strikeouts that they really need to make a very high rate of return on the deals that hit to make their business models work. And so that's not too many of the deals that we see. If you have a business that's going to grow, 20–40% a year, that's probably not a venture capital deal.
Okay, which would seem like exceptional growth.
Which is exceptional growth.
Right.
But that's not really what most of them are looking for. Likewise, what we found is that most of them are interested in business-to-business opportunities where there's a rational, well-defined need that if I can show you a solution for, you'll buy it.
So venture capitalists then are kind of focused on high risk, high return, typically focused on specific industries. So at your very earliest stages, you're not going to be approaching VCs, typically.
Typically, that's true.
Right.
So the angels are in the middle, and I think there's a lot of people that would fall under that heading. On the one hand, you have very sophisticated groups of professional investors who are used to working at early stage businesses, who often want to take a hands-on role in that business.
Okay.
All the way through to maybe your uncle's former business partner who is interested in this business for some reason.
Okay.
We have a client we're working with where it's a restaurant, and this person was working in another restaurant and met somebody who turned out to be, a high net worth individual, and he decided he liked her ideas, and looks like he's going to back her in this business. So, that's kind of a fantasy for a lot of people, but it does happen periodically. And often you need to find that person who either knows you and is willing to bet on you, or just really likes your field or has some expertise in it, or just thinks this is a great idea.
Typically, I think angels come in at under $1 million in financing.
Typically, I think that's fair, at least at first.
Okay.
The other thing that we found lately, and I think this goes in and out of fashion, is angels, and to a degree, venture capitalists, and to a degree the angels as well, want to see a product that's ready for growth.
Okay.
The idea of, I've got this great idea and I need you to help me bring it to life is out of fashion right now. And here's my prototype, I've sold 500 of them, and now I need you to help me go national, is something they're much more comfortable with. So later stage, lesser risk.
Right.
You've already proven the concept, and now you just need money for growth, is an area that they're much more comfortable with right now than, I think I can make this happen